Welcome to Chronic Love, a supportive space for people with chronic illness. I'm Robin, a psychologist in New York City navigating the fallout of a breast cancer diagnosis some years in. And I'm on a personal journey to join together with others who have similarly found themselves facing life challenges in the wake of chronic illness. Together, with the generous humans you're about to meet, we welcome you into our discussions. What are the tools or resources that you could think of, that you'd want to go back to Justin from 10 years ago and give him, or to give to the person who's watching this that says anything that I could have that I could hold on to that could just get me to the next step? I'll just take the next step.
What I would take back is like this idea of finding a way to connect with a present moment. We are, oftentimes, sort of relitigating something from the past, like rethinking about it over and over, regrets, things that we could have done better, or we kind of like skip right past the present and go into the future and like think about expectations, anticipations, and anxieties. And, we kind of like ping pong between those things without ever like sort of like landing sort of where you are right now. And I think, to some extent, like I think a lot of this language, this verbiage about being like in the moment, part of what really helped me then at the time was actually reading Infinite Jest. David Foster Wallace, he wrote a lot about addiction because I think that's something that he also struggled with. And one thing that I found very resonant in the book while I was reading it was this idea of like, no one moment is unbearable. You can always take the next step to the next moment. No one moment is unbearable. You can get through it. It will pass. And I think the impermanence of our emotions, of time, is really helpful. And so, and I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself and saying that, the presence is all that matters, but being able to like observe where you are at the present and know that, whatever this moment, it can be the most intense emotion, pain you can feel, observe it, feel it, know that it will and can pass.
Yes.
And that you can move on. And that is sort of the ebb and flow. Something that I've thought about a lot recently that I think I would take back to me is all of that, like the hopelessness, that sadness that you feel during that time. A lot of times we want to fight it. A lot of times we want to deny it, fight it, detract from it, skip it to someplace else, maybe anger, maybe hide, maybe shame. I would say one thing that I would have done more of is just be able to like feel it and express it. Let that open pathway come through. Just kind of be that clear channel. Think about think of your mind as like a running river. And these come, but they go. And you get to put an obstacle there to like reroute it, to block it, but it'll find its way someplace else and you'll have to deal with it at some point. And so I think it's important just to let yourself feel what you want to feel. It's all a part of us. It is, our pain, our pleasure, our happiness, our joy, our sadness, our sorrow. It's all a part of us. And those parts might seem less productive. They might seem less pleasant. But I will say they give us such a good look into who we are. And you can use that suffering, you can use that pain to, instead of, try to go away from it, to try to push it away, you can use that pain to like look deeper into yourself to see exactly where that block is. Just to look at it and to see it and to know yourself and to maybe even move it aside.
If you're watching this and resonating with any of this, we just want you to know that you are not in this alone.
Until next time, sending love.
Until next time, Sending love. If any of this has been helpful for you, we welcome you to go ahead and to click the like and subscribe buttons. If you'd like to join us for a candid discussion about your experience with chronic illness, or if you'd like to connect to simply say hello, we welcome you to reach out through any of the social media platforms or through our website, and all of our information is listed below.